and they come from universities where they're socialised into Marxism, etc., and then they move up through their careers. I mean, we've just had a person representing Australia at the WEF Council in a forum in Switzerland, advocating on a world stage for the constraint of free speech.
Yeah.
So she is representing Australia, going there saying, now she would have come through the university system, gone through the bureaucracy, so she is an example of deep state.
Yeah,
so,
because no time do you go into a booth and vote on a ballot in such a way that could stop her saying that at all. It's insensitive to democratic forces.
Whereas Chuck, who drives his pickup truck and grows potatoes and drinks Budweiser, the deplorable, he doesn't know anything about that stuff. So he's not acceptable to that set of people, and those people see and they this sort of pseudo elite kind of thinking.
They believe they should be in charge.
That's right, and that's what Hillary was talking to. So we now understand that. I think we were asleep at the wheel. I certainly was. Back in 2015, the Breitbart thing was a turning point. But now we understand, and Australians are tuning into this country's deep state, to this country's abuse of powers, this country's machinery of government, to this country's groupthink. I was talking to someone and they said they presented all the WEF documents to some politicians, and the politicians didn't know. They didn't have a clue. They had no idea, right? So this is a problem. This is a problem of governance.
Yeah,
really.
and the question with me is, because you said now we're aware. Now we're aware.
Yep.
The concern I have we really reached that in Australia? A lot of people have, but a lot of people don't. I feel like Australia, the difference is we've been spending 50 years just being put to sleep.
Well, this is why we called that last episode the election we had to have.
Yeah.
Because we had to have something that would actually say, okay, the two-party system's here. We've got some issues. We've got some problems. We've tried to chip away with the minors. We won't repeat the last episode, but it does call into question and bring into focus the issue that lies in front of us. And we desperately need strong leadership, right?
Yeah.
Because the party machinery is kind of, it's a stacked deck. And so we have a country, we've got the WHO convention, we just talked about, where they're putting up the amendments. We've got Australia advocating, promoting those amendments. So whoever's representing Australia is actually all for it.
Yeah.
Now, prior to the election, Morrison was saying, oh, well, the details there, we need to look at it. Well, they didn't wait. They went and basically said, yeah, let's go for it. It's been rebutted, but Australia was for it. So we've got to get back in the cockpit here, because these guys are off their face.